Now I want to cover the 4 elements of a perfect Facebook ad. First, you have the visual element, then the relevance of the ad itself, a value proposition, and finally, a call to action. One note on text on an image: Facebook won't approve an image that has more than 20% covered by text. So this is a nice tool provided by Facebook, facebook.com/ads/tools/text_overlay. So you can upload an ad before you upload it to Facebook to check to make sure it only has 20% of the image covered by text. Because you don't want to go through building a whole ad and just have it disapproved because over 20% of the image is covered by your text. But as you saw in that Fabletics image, basically if it's less than a quarter of your image is text, you're usually pretty good. But this is a nice tool in place if you want to check your ad. What is the Facebook Pixel? The Facebook Pixel is a piece of code for your website that enables you to measure, optimize, and build audiences for your ad campaigns. Using the Facebook Pixel, you can leverage the actions people take on your website across all devices, desktop, mobile, tablets, etc., to create more effective Facebook advertising campaigns. You can measure conversions, whether that's a sale, a newsletter sign up. Then you can get rich insights about the people who visit your website. With the Pixel, you'll also be able to automatically build custom audiences. This will consist of people who visit your website, or something as specific as the action of adding an item to their cart, or visiting a specific page, or signing up for a free incentive on your website. You can also create lookalike audiences with this Pixel data, therefore creating a list of people who are similar to your best customers or best clients, or people who make purchases on your website, and so forth. Finally, with the Facebook Pixel, I love to remarket to everyone who visits my site to just people who visit specific pages or take specific actions. Say a person adds something to their cart but doesn't make a purchase, with the Facebook Pixel, I can remarket to that exact audience. So go to your Ads Manager and click the top left drop-down menu. Within this menu, click the Pixels link. On this page, click the Create a Pixel button. Here, you'll enter the name for your pixel. Remember, there's only one pixel per ad account, so choose a name that represents your business. I like to compare this to Google Analytics. You have one tracking ID per website. So think of it, you need a new ad account and a new pixel for each new website you plan to advertise for on Facebook. One pixel per ad account so you can track these varying audiences, website to website. So type in that pixel name, then click the next button. Now it's time to install your pixel code on your website. So Facebook gives you 2 options. You can either use an integration or tag manager. So let's look at this. So if you have an e-commerce store or use Google Tag Manager, Facebook offers you a simple installation method by choosing your specific solution, Shopify, WooCommerce, and so on. So I have a few clients that have WooCommerce, so let's take a look at this. So Facebook offers a specific extension for your WooCommerce WordPress plugin. So we scroll down and it gives you further details how to install and activate this via plugins, add new, and then finally installing your Facebook Pixel within this Facebook plugin. But let's just go back. So if you use one of these platforms or tools, just click it and follow the steps. Or even request your own platform via this Request a New Tool. So click back, and let's click the original option that's most common for anybody who has an e-commerce store, blog, website, and so on. The copy and paste code into your head tag. So before you can use the Facebook Pixel, we must install this code on our website. This sends data back to Facebook so you can measure activity and create those smarter advertisements based on this data. So first, we need to locate the header code for our website and paste it within those head tags. So opening head, closing head, your pixel should be pasted before the closing head tag. So if you're not sure where your header code is, click this link here to find out. Facebook gives you step-by-step ways to install the Facebook pixel on nearly any third-party platform. So scroll down. I'm looking to install on a WordPress. So here we go, WordPress. So there's two ways to do this. We could copy the pixel code and install it directly into the coding of that header before the closing head tag. But Facebook suggests installing a WordPress plugin called Insert Headers and Footer plugin. So let's copy this. And now we're on the website I want to install it on. Again, we could install it directly into the header via Appearance, Editor. See the warning, editing this code is highly discouraged. But go over here to Theme Header, Proceed, and see that? There's the closing head tag. We could just paste the Facebook pixel right here. But if you're not comfortable doing this coding, that's fine. Let's go back to Plugins, Add New, and search for that plugin Facebook suggested. Insert Headers and Footers plugin. And here we go, Insert Headers and Footers, install now. Activate. Now let's go to that plugin, Settings, Insert Headers and Footers. So scripts and headers, we have that Facebook pixel script we need to input here. So go back to that Facebook Pixels tab, and here we go. Copy the entire pixel base code and paste it into your website's header. So here we go. Click to copy. Great. Now back to that plugin and paste in your pixel code. Okay, we pasted in our pixel code. Now click Save. Go back to your Facebook Pixel tab. Let's scroll down. Click Next. Now we've installed the pixel base code. In this next step, we can install event codes. Events are actions that happen on your website, either as a result of Facebook ads or organic. Event codes let you track these actions and leverage them with your Facebook advertising. So you can use standard events that Facebook predefines to track and optimize ads for your conversions. So to track these standard events, you must install event code on specific pages of your website where these actions occur. So scroll down. So Facebook will give you event codes for the most common standard events. A search event. This should be placed on any search results page. Add to cart, initiate checkout, purchase, and so on. These short snippets of code, or standard events, need to be placed on the specific page that event happens. So purchase, this should be placed on the order confirmation page. So this will trigger when an order is completed. We can install these standard events later, so let's just confirm that our Facebook Pixel base code has been installed. So scroll down, click Next. Now we want to check our pixel status. So we'll go to our Ads Manager and select Pixels from this drop-down menu to see if the status is active. It may take up to 20 minutes for your pixel status to change after you install it. Now if your pixel status reports no activity yet, your pixel isn't working. So you'll then need to go to the Download Pixel Helper page. It's at developers.facebook.com/docs/facebook-pixel/pixel-helper. Now if you missed anything or aren't installing this code yourself, possibly you have a webmaster, just click this email instructions button and add a recipient to email it to so they get all this information for installing your Facebook Pixel, base code, and standard event codes. Once you input their email, just click Send. So click Close, and then click that drop-down menu and refresh our Pixels page. Okay, now our pixel is active. As you can see, here's my pixel name. If I didn't get the chance to email it to my webmaster, just click this to view pixel code, send it to your webmaster, then you can copy the base code. Step 2, to install event codes. Remember, we just installed our pixel base code. This pixel base code is just for tracking general traffic to the website. To track specific events, you can use event codes. So by using this tracking method, you'll need to paste this special standard event code on the web pages where you want to track that action. So let's look at some of these events. We have just the plain view content event, search event if someone searches within our website, if someone adds to cart, add to wish list, initiate checkout. So this is a great example. Let's copy this event code. And now, where would I put this event code? What web page on my site? Obviously on the checkout page. So this will track as a conversion or standard event when someone gets to the checkout page. So domain/checkout. So depending on your content management system of your website, that'll depend where you input this code. Websites such as Shopify, all you need to do for Shopify is provide your pixel number. And then it creates events accordingly, according to the checkout page, the add to cart, the search bar, and so on. But if you're editing the raw code of your website, you'll only want to paste this code, this event code, on the pages that correspond to the event you're tracking. So checkout event code only on the checkout page, and so on. But like I said, many content management systems vary, but most of them know the power of this Facebook pixel, so they provide extensions or plugins for ease of use. So I'll show you how to install a standard event on a WordPress website. So my favorite Facebook pixel installer for WordPress is Pixel Your Site. So just go to your plugins, add new, and search Pixel Your Site, and then click install and activate. Once you're activated, on the main page you'll input your Facebook pixel ID, and the default settings will enable you to start tracking actions on your website. Then we can click these tabs for further tracking options, including standard events, dynamic events. So go to events, for example, scroll down. So we activate events, save that, and then we can add individual things. So all you need to do when adding these standard events is to provide the page where this event takes place. So I selected lead as my type of standard event, and then I just provided the URL where I want the standard event conversion to track. So just input that URL and then select the event type. Facebook has these default 9 categories. And then as appears here in the active events list, that specific code. Again, naming that conversion for easy tracking within your Facebook analytics. Hey, welcome back to CourseEnvy.com. So today I want to walk you through installing a Facebook pixel. So I'm going to just jump right into Facebook here. Once you're logged in, just in the top left here, in this menu under Events Manager, click Pixel. And then in this drop down, select the pixel you want to install. So I'll be installing for this client's ad account. I've already created their Facebook page. I've already created their ad account. Now I need to create a pixel to install on the website to start tracking all their various traffic so I can create custom audiences, track those standard events, and then retarget them via Facebook ads. So first we just need to create a pixel. So click this, create a pixel. So we'll just name it their website, that's fine. Actually go over, click their website, paste that in, create. There we go, we've created our pixel. Now we need to make it work by installing this code on the website. So do we want to set it up manually or set it up with WordPress? Say if you're not sure or you don't have time to install it right now, that's fine. Let's close this. And we can always come back to this pixel page and click this Setup Pixel, or right here, Setup, Install Pixel. So here's our options. Facebook picked up that this is a WordPress blog. But say they got this wrong, we can browse the other partners. such as Shopify, WooCommerce, Wix, Squarespace, and so on. But it is indeed a WordPress. And I prefer using their partner option over installing it manually. So we'll set this up. WordPress. Here we go. So now we're downloading the plugin that includes our specific new pixel for this website. So this is a WordPress plugin that installs this pixel on this WordPress website. So we'll download that. It's going to be a zip file. Here we go. We'll just close that. Now come over to the website. Under plugins, add new, upload plugin. So choose file and then go to your downloads and select that zip file. So we have that zip file selected. Click install now. Our Facebook Pixel plugin installed, so we want to activate that plugin. Now to ensure we installed that correctly, under settings in this left sidebar, Facebook Pixel. And there we go, we have our Facebook Pixel. And as for this, the advanced matching, this is going to become an automatic thing. So this may be irrelevant by the time you watch this video, but if it's still around, check this box, click save. And we're good. We have our Facebook Pixel installed, so we want to just follow through this. Go to settings. I just showed you everything here. Plugins, add new. Choose that file, upload it. Activate that plugin. Now we want to test and make sure the pixel was installed correctly. Enter the URL and send test traffic. There we go. There's our traffic. It's sent. It's loading. We're checking and making sure this pixel is firing when people go to the website. So yep, there it is, active. By opening up that website, the pixel is fired and we've tracked an audience member. So continue. And there we go. We have our pixel installed on our WordPress website. So we can just close this. Click refresh. So our status is now active. So now we can begin to set up audiences, create custom conversions, or we can even set up those standard events. So under setup, set up new events. So again, unless you're a coder or unless you hire one on Upwork, I don't advise using the manual install event code. But if you have that developer in place, great. You can use that feature. I like using and having my clients use the Facebook event setup tool. So we'll just click that. Now we just enter the URL where we want to track our first event. So I know they have this page, so we'll copy this one. We know this is equivalent to a lead, so we'll paste that in. Open website. Okay, so as you can see, here's the Facebook event setup tool. So what events occur on this page? So for this specific page, my client is seeking people to click on this button. So we'll do exactly that. Click plus, track new button. So here we go. We're clicking on this highlighted button to set up our event. Select an event. And now here's our standard event options. What do we want to track when people click on this button? So you can scroll down and see what standard events are available here. So depending on what you're trying to track, this could fall under the view content. This also could be a lead. It really depends on how you structure your audiences and what you prefer for the various jargon when creating future Facebook ads. So would you rather treat people who click this button as a lead? This is a warm lead. This is somebody I can remarket to. Or do you want leads to equate actual email conversions? I captured their email address when they subscribe to a newsletter, for example. So some people would call that a lead, but some people would call simply clicks on a website a potential lead. So it really depends on what you prefer calling these events. But for me, I agree with the description of a lead is someone who has exchanged something, such as an email address. So I would call this just simply a view content standard event. So we'll confirm that. And there is one more button on this page. So track new button, scroll down, here we go. Select event, again, this is a view content for me. There we go. So on this page, we now have two standard events set up. View content tracking people who click the Learn How button, and a view content standard event for people who click the Sign Up button. So we'll finish setup. We're happy with this for now. Click Finish. Skip this rating. Okay, great. Now back to Facebook. Event setup complete. Let's test those events. So again, enter that URL that you want to test the events on, the standard events. So open that website and click these buttons. So go back, scroll down, I want to click that button as well. Okay, so as you can see, we just tracked some recent activity. We click this view content, so we can expand that. The sign up button was clicked, and here the Learn How button was clicked. So currently, my client only has these two standard events they want to track on their website, but if I want to add future events, very easily come back to this setup, set up new events, and again, use the Facebook event setup tool to add more events to specific web pages on your website. So for now, I'm fine with just leaving these two view content standard events, and then obviously there's the page view, that's the base pixel code. Every base pixel code includes the page view event, because that's the generic overall website. So what page was viewed? So what do you want to track? You can choose to track custom conversions. So this includes newsletter sign up pages, maybe your order confirmation pages. Whenever you get to a certain page and that equals a conversion, that's what a custom conversion is. The second option is to set up a custom audience. Now, a custom audience just builds an audience of people, so when those people visit that certain website that you're curating a custom audience for, what Facebook does is build up that audience. It collects those people, and then you can create ads and retarget to that audience via Facebook ads. Or you can create a lookalike audience or a similar audience with this custom audience you've created via this pixel on your website. But let's start with the custom conversion sample. So click that Track Custom Conversions link. So this is the first pop-up that'll appear. Here's your named pixel, URL equals. So paste in the website you want to track conversions for. So remember, you're tracking when someone lands on this website. That's a conversion. So once you type that in or paste in that URL, click on the Choose a Category drop-down menu and select the type of standard event code you want to track. So this is the list of conversions available to you for conversions. So when people view content, when people use the search bar, when people get to the Add to Cart or Add to Wish List page, and so on. So for this example, I just want to track people who view content on my specific web page. So when people get to CourseEnvy.com/Udemy, that is considered viewing content and therefore will fire the conversion pixel. And that equates one conversion. You're going to want to name this new custom conversion. So I like to be very specific. This was a view content tracking for what page? Course Envy Udemy page. Then this second area down here, set a conversion value. If this conversion was for, say, an order confirmation page, and you know that the value of a sale or an order is X dollars, then you can enter that dollar amount. So basically, this is just an added feature that will create another Facebook analytics report that will show you the advertising cost per sale. So just click that Create button. So I want to break down what that Facebook pixel actually means. So as you can see, your website's original code, head, closing head. There's going to be other website code obviously in the head tag of your website. Don't worry about that. That's why I say go right before the closing head tag. So find this area right here and go to the line just before it to paste in your Facebook pixel. So you're pasting the Facebook pixel just before that closing head tag. Then number 2, your Facebook pixel code. This is what you pasted in right before that closing head tag. Now remember, one thing that's going to be different is obviously your pixel code. I just input 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. So this will be one thing that's different. And finally, number 3 is your Facebook tracking. What is the standard event code that you're tracking? So as you can see, we're tracking that page view no matter what. But what specific thing about that page view? What specific event is that page view categorized as? When people add something to their cart. That's what this one will be tracked as. So this is your standard event code. Remember, ours was the tracking code for viewing content. There's a whole list of predetermined categories for these standard event codes. When Facebook ads first started, they used custom audience pixels and conversion pixels. You would use the varying unique code on every page of your website that you wanted to track for a specific event. So what the Facebook pixel allows is you to place this single pixel code across your entire website. The code doesn't really change except for that standard event code. So to track those varying events, all you do is add that little line of standard event code. So that original Facebook pixel you copy and paste it into a file or text file, that stays the same. All you're adding to it is that standard event code for the varying event that you want to track. So what standard events are available? These are what Facebook have currently. So there's a ton of them. View content, to purchases, to leads, to completed registrations. So again, here's your base code that you pasted into that file. The only thing that you're changing is the standard event code. So here are your event codes. So as you can see, FBQ, track, it all stays the same except for add to cart. Add to cart. So when you go into your Facebook reporting, Facebook analytics, you can sort your conversions by type or event, and you can see how many Facebook ads drove people to the conversion of adding to the cart. How many Facebook ads drove people to purchases. These standard events are to see how far people get in your funnel. Remember, the funnel is attracting them to your website, getting them to add it to your cart, and then getting them to check out. So what we're doing with these pixels is tracking people at every step of the way. So you might be asking, why do I care? As you grow and get bigger, you want to see where are people getting stopped in your sales funnel. Sure, view content's easy. You're getting them to your website. But why aren't they adding to your cart? Is your cart or add to cart button not easy to see? Is the layout wrong on your website? Are people adding to your cart but not checking out? Maybe you need a cart reminder button that will email them and say, hey, you put this in the cart. Here's a 10% code to check out now. You need to track where people are falling off or abandoning your funnel. You can build a lot of different audiences for all the varying pages that you're driving traffic to. But I like to start with building the main audience consisting of all traffic to the website. Next, name your audience something that you'll remember quickly and easily, because you're going to be accessing this when you create future Facebook ads or create future lookalike audiences. So for this, Course Envy, all site traffic audience. Then click Create Audience. Now this is where we can input that custom audience. Say I only want to target people that have visited my site. We just started this a little bit ago. So this is a fairly new pixel, right? Not many people are in that audience. So it's going to be very niche. Potential reach fewer than 1,000. So this is why I say set up that pixel right away, because you're collecting traffic every day for up to 90 days. So you can collect a lot of people and constantly remarket to them. You all know what retargeting is. When you go to a website and then you leave that website, but later on in the banners on other websites, you see ads for that site you left, that's retargeting. They know you were on their site, but you left. So let's take advantage of that. Let's use custom audience. So remember to just message us or leave a discussion right here in the course if you have any questions about the Facebook pixel.